Today I messed up by sending my boobs to my teacher and hot acquaintance. Today we had a senior photo shoot and we all agreed to wear white shirts. As a girl who likes dark clothing, I didn't have one. So my best friend, also a girl, lent me her white shirt. She goes to another school. I took it and went to school without trying it on. When I tried it on, alone in class 5 minutes before the photo shoot, I couldn't button up a few of the top buttons. I took my messenger camera, filmed how my boobs and a bra were outside of the shirt, completely, and also zoomed in pretty way too much. I pressed send to and tapped on my best friend's name. As I did that, someone knocked on the door. As fast as I could, I randomly threw my phone on the desk and started to button up. A classmate came and asked me to fix her makeup. 20 minutes later I go to my phone and see 3 new messages. The first was from my best friend, the second was from my female teacher. She wrote wow, wrong person I believe, and hope, so. And the third message was from a hot male acquaintance. He wrote nice tits damn. I am absolutely ashamed that I sent my boobs also to my teacher and my acquaintance, told them it was an accident. They laughed it off, but I believe it's way too embarrassing. Today I messed up by making my webgame one of the most disliked in Russia. Obligatory it didn't happen today, however I realized my idiocy today. I am a small game developer part-time. I also have a regular job. Since more than 1 year I have been working alone on a puzzle platformer that I've been thinking of for 2 years. It's a labor of love. After about a year of hard work, I had something that I was proud of, and that I considered ready for release. It's a web game, and when you release a web game, what you usually do is that you put it on a game portal. Maybe you remember Flash game portals where office workers were slacking off on in the OOs. Personally for me it was at school. Well, they are still a thing except games are not made in Flash anymore, but the idea is the same. Also, when you are a web game dev, it's very well known that Russians love web games. So if you manage to have Russians liking your games, you are half the way there because you will get tons of players. So anyway, I was ready to release my game, a bit apprehensive of course. I managed to get my game on a couple portals including a huge Russian one. In Russia, my game got wrecked. Everybody hated it. My game is a 0.8. I'm not kidding, I don't think there is a worse game on this portal. It felt like shit, and I was very puzzled. Today, I showed it to a colleague at my normal job, explaining to him that Russians hated my game. I clicked full screen. Then I noticed it. The downvote button on that website was overlapping the restart button in the game. So people restarting a level, which happens fairly often, gave me a downvote along the way. I don't know if it's clear, so here is what the buttons look like: https://anger.com/a/with6rg9m. You can only see it when the game is full screen, which is why I did not notice before. So here I am, a bumbling idiot. Where any scammer in his right mind would have used this trick for evil and profit, instead I tricked them into burning me to the ground. Too long. Didn't read. Spent more than a year making a game, released it on a Russian game portal where the restart button was right under the downvote button. Everybody restarted, everybody downvoted, and now I am the proud maker on the worst web game in Russia. Edit. Wow, thanks for the load of suggestion everyone. It looks like this post is blowing up. It's a first time for me. I think I'll try out move the buttons, then email the Russian portal to explain what happened and ask them if they would reset the votes. Also, since a lot of you asked for a link, my game is called bombhopper.io, https://bombhopper.io/. If mods want me to remove this link, I'll gladly comply. Edit 2. I'm currently at work, so I need to go for a while, but I'll check back soon. Edit 3. Holy shit, this is crazy everyone. Now I have 21 times more upvotes on here than downvotes on the portal. And thanks for the platinum, gold and silver. Edit 4. I'm going to bed now, but first I'd like to thank everyone who said nice things to me. I really appreciate it. I'm still overwhelmed by it, honestly. This post made it to /r/all. I'll edit again when I get the answer from the portal. Edit 5. It took a lot of time to get in touch with the portal, so I forgot to edit this post with the outcome, sorry. But for the few people that still stumble upon it, now bombhopper.io is actually the best rated game on TIFU, the portal, because they were kind enough to remove all the downvotes. But they kept the upvotes. Props to them. Today I messed up by telling a cop he was blocking a crosswalk so people could cross the street. Just happened a few hours ago. I was in a left turning lane at a stoplight when a cop almost blew a red light and came to a lurching stop directly to my right. He was looking down at his phone, so I rolled down my window to tell him people were trying to cross and he was completely blocking the crosswalk. He responded, "You're in a school zone, put down your cell phone." I held both hands up and showed him I didn't have my cell phone in my hands. When I got the green turning arrow, he lit up his lights, pulled me over and gave me a lovely $200 ticket for being on my cell phone in a school zone. My car has a front and passenger-facing dash cam. Unfortunately for me, I was in my older truck which does not have a dash cam. I sent the ticket and not guilty already, but I know I'm going to end up having to pay it. F my life. Too long. Didn't read. Told a cop he was blocking the crosswalk, got a ticket for $200 and driving the wrong car. Edit, since I keep getting people saying go to court. I did plead not guilty and plan on going to court. Today I messed up by not deleting our /showerbeer picture off the iPad and our son shared it with his kindergarten teacher. This is my first post on this sub, but I have been reading it forever off the main page. Today my son had a Zoom meeting with his kindergarten teacher. My son was playing with virtual backgrounds and switched it to a picture of my wife and I having a shower beer. So basically his teacher saw a picture of us in the shower with my wife holding a beer while our son bounced around in the foreground. She laughed quite a bit. Luckily it was SFW picture, but still embarrassing. The teacher is around 60. My son only has 6.1 more years at this school. I tried sharing this story with a friend and it did not go well, so I thought I would share it with people who I know appreciate these sorts of mistakes. I know this is rather tame for this sub, but I definitely thought of this sub while the Zoom was still going on. Too long. Didn't read. My son made a picture of his mom and dad in the shower drinking beer as his virtual background during his Zoom with his kindergarten teacher.